Open
My eyes are burning.
Open your eyes.
I can't. They're burning.
Jessie, open your eyes, remember? Open your eyes, Kyle.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to. I look like Kyle on camera right now.
All right, y'all, welcome back to Jessie's Performance. Today is Saturday, and we kind of, I don't know, we kind of F off on Saturdays a little bit. Today.
We don't. Let's just say this. We, us boys, don't. All right, we don't ever.
I don't ever either. But, so today we have my Tahoe on the dyno. It's a 2017 5.3 Tahoe. And we bought some Corsa exhaust and some Kooks headers for it and some catless downpipes. So,
No, they're high flow.
High flow cats.
High flow cats.
Sorry, I have a headache today. So we put the Tahoe on the dyno before we do the work so that we can see what it makes before we do the work. So here we go. What's it gonna make?
I think baseline. Hey, I'm down here.
No, I got you. Like, this is good.
I'm down here. Not according to this thing.
Well, this is wrong because seriously, when we were out there and I couldn't see you in the dark, it looked fine.
Weird. Okay. Well, anyways, baseline, I think it's gonna make 305.
305.
305.
Wow. Okay. My guess is 350. That's probably a little bit high. Kyle's guess was what? 380? What'd you say, Kyle?
That was a 5.3. My truck made.
No, you can't compare it. This is the LT.
I know.
So what's it gonna?
Guys, if you a little less mileage too there, Kyle.
Yeah, right. It's got like 280 on it, right?
So what's your guess? 380. You got to stick with your initial guess.
380 then.
Okay.
You said 380?
He said 380.
Kyle's higher.
Wait,
Kyle's
wait.
Kyle's number's higher than pterodactyl dick.
Okay, well, let's get Jesus's number because he already told me a number. What'd you say? How much did you say you were going to give me the benefit of the doubt?
400.
Man, if this thing ever makes 400, I'll be happy.
What do you mean ever? With a supercharger, it better make at least 400.
Sounds expensive.
I know. Oh man!
Here's the thing with these newer vehicles is these drive shafts are really thin aluminum filled with foam. So you're not supposed to do over 100 miles an hour. So I let out of it a little bit earlier, about 95 miles an hour there, because even that's pushing it. So what I might do is I might dump it down in a second and just do a pulse as a comparison and see. It's probably gonna make less power just because the torque load is different, but just that way I can rev it out and we can see if our other number would have made more power just if it's gained past 5,000 RPM.
I see a $800 drive shaft in my future.
They're only about 700.
Oh. So it would have made more, huh?
It would have made more. It makes power all the way.
So you're probably right. It probably made right about 300.
Yeah, 290. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. That's what
Let's just give it 300.
No.
290.
So what I'm gonna do is after we do the headers and stuff, I'll do a second gear pull like I just did, 'cause that was a clean pull, and we'll be able to see the gains, and then we can figure it out from there. Like I said, I just don't want to do over 100.
Yeah.
You can even see like where I was getting kind of on it. God, get out of here.
Okay.
So we got the headers and exhaust installed on Stacie's Tahoe. We have it back on the dyno. She's been driving it for about a week now. It's obviously louder than she wants it.
Way louder.
It's way louder than factory.
Holly hates it.
Yeah, Holly definitely hates it. She don't mind the tone. It's when the DOD kicks on and off that she really hates it, because it's got like a little barking sound where it picks up. And it's not like barking like a dog, but it definitely makes noise. It pops. And so she don't like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook up to the laptop and I'm gonna turn that stuff off. But before that, I'm just gonna do a baseline with the headers, compare that to the baseline without the headers, and see how much just bolting this stuff on will give us for power. And then we'll go from there. I'm guessing we picked up probably about 15 horsepower untuned, and probably about 12 foot-pounds of torque. That's just my guess. I have no idea. And then I think with the tune, we'll get about another 20 to 25 horsepower, hopefully.
Okay. What's your guess?
8 horsepower.
8 horsepower gain?
On just the headers?
Yeah.
What's your guess? You weren't here, so.
No horsepower gain.
No horsepower gain.
Without the tune. I don't think so.
Damn.
Man, no love.
I know.
Sheesh, we
I
can't.
The only thing I think will go for you is you don't have any cats, right? No cats.
Yeah, no cats.
So,
Yeah, but long tubes on a LS LT, they love them.
It's all right. We can't all drive Fords.
Yeah, or else we'd all be broke down. We're gonna do the same test with the same, just see the gains and
Yeah.
where we're at with what we have. It made 8 more horsepower. Kyle wins.
He said 8 horsepower.
Kyle said 8 horsepower and it made 8 more horsepower. That was a good guess, Kyle.
Good job, Kyle.
Good job, Kyle. You get to keep your job today.
And it made one more foot-pound of torque.
1 more foot-pound of torque. Well, JJ was wrong. It made horsepower.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it was really, really fat. These things don't like a lot of fuel. They're not like an LS where you fuel them up. So once we tune it and put some timing into it, I think it's really going to wake up. So when you own the business and you got to get some stuff done, your personal stuff sometimes gets pushed to the back of the line.
Doesn't help that I'm only here part-time.
And in Stacie's case, it gets pushed to the very back of the line all the time.
All the time.
Yep.
Yep. It's okay.
Yeah, so let's get this thing done.
So last we recorded, it was loud AF.
Yes, it was super loud. We corrected that most of the way. We added a vibrant 3-inch resonator in line, and it killed the volume by like 50%, I would say at least.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, it's way
It sounds
better.
good now. It's still loud when you're in the throttle though. But
Well, yeah, it's got headers and like high flow gas. Like, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a magician.
it does not have horsepower. We're gonna
Yeah, so what we made what, 12 horsepower by adding headers and exhaust?
8.
8 horsepower for $2,200.
And like how much time?
I should
How much
have.
money is it? 'Cause that's how much it cost me.
Yeah,
It cost Kyle $750 because he smashed my
he
windshield.
smashed the windshield out on the little baby lift.
Like a
Smart
dum
guy.
dum.
Woo! Cracking the whip. So I'm gonna
Hey,
punch some keys, and
somebody's got the fuse back here. I'm fucked up it up.
it's super cold today. So our dyno correction numbers are way off because it's cold. So we're like in the negative correction, which means that like we're kind of being cheated a little.
Oh, what? We're gonna get 2 more horsepower out of the deal.
I mean, yeah, it's every little bit counts when you're trying to test these things.
So, like, after all this exhaust fiasco, I'm not convinced about doing the old supercharger deal.
See, and I'm vice versa.
Well, I'm open to it. It's just like I gotta buy a drive shaft. We gotta do the DOD delete stuff, right? We gotta do injectors.
We don't have
We gotta do a cam.
We don't have to.
Well, with a converter.
But. So here's the deal: if we keep this on pump gas, not E85, just pump gas, we can make a little bit more power out of it. You know, we don't have to do all that. We just put the supercharger on. But
We'll see.
I'm not that guy.
I'd rather have my Transmero than
yeah,
a supercharger on
at the
this.
point of spending, $6,000 or $7,000,
$10,000.
right? Like, I mean, realistically, if I knew the outcome that we were going to have with the exhaust and headers, I would not have done it. So for anybody out there that owns one of these Tahoes or trucks,
Don't do it.
don't do it. It's not worth it.
It ain't worth it at all.
If you want some more sound, cut the resonator off. The piping is actually like 3.5 inches from the factory. It's really healthy piping. The mufflers obviously flow enough because we didn't make any power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the cats, and that was 100 and some thousand miles on the cats and stuff. So
Well, at least we made a little money back on the cats.
yes. Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay, so it cost me $2,000. But still, it's not worth. As anybody knows, a naturally aspirated build just is not worth the money, right? The gains, like, we should have just bought a supercharger to begin with and not done the headers and exhaust. We've been way better off.
Probably.
Power-wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As we can see there, like I was saying, due to the cold weather, we're down on horsepower. Only because of the correction factor is negative. It's actually taking horsepower from us.
Cold weather's boost weather, though.
In real world, yes, this thing will probably make more power on the street now than it would at a 105-degree day. But the dyno and the ambient pressure and everything that the weather center is telling it is actually, you know, taking power from it. So, but now we got a baseline to baseline for weather, and now we know from today baseline and then what we move forward. Hopefully I can get this thing to make 300. I don't know that that's going to be possible, but I'm going to give it hell.
All right, so unfortunately in the middle of tuning, Jessie's HP tuner cable took a of course. So we haven't really gained any more horsepower with doing the headers and exhaust on this car yet, but we will. Once we can get this, we have an old HP tuner cable and it needs to be upgraded to the Bluetooth version. So unfortunately, it's been a battle and we need to get it over to HP tuners and get that done. So for now, we're gonna put the Tahoe tuning on hold. We may or may not do another video about it. It really hasn't been that exciting. It hasn't gained much horsepower. So it's kind of been, I don't know, Jessie's a little disappointed in the money that we spent on doing the exhausts and the headers and not much outcomes. So anyways, that's the Tahoe dyno. It is Christmas next week, so we aren't going to have videos for the next 2 weeks. We will have a video the day after New Year's, so make sure you stay tuned. It is going to be about the roof swap on the Trans Am. A couple videos ago, we went and picked up a donor car, and we do a roof swap on the 78 Trans Am that we're working on. I have a ton of footage of it. It's going to be a really good video, so make sure you tune in. That's going to be on January 2nd. We hope y'all have a very nice holiday, and thanks for watching.